want to announce something, but I don't know if I should say it.
Say it.
You know, don't you? I did Sexy Red.
Okay. There we go. Some truth. How was it?
It was good. It was really good.
She was throwing it back. You could handle it?
Nah, she was kind of being the dominant one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I seen it, you seen that staple of hers drop, like it's always this chick that
I off to it, and that's what made me hit her up.
You're lying.
No, I'm being for real.
You don't like black girls though.
I do.
I think you're intimidated by black women. I'm serious.
No, I'm not.
You have a Latina fetish, and that's a fact.
How do you know that?
My dude.
All right, so this is clear cut the world that we live in at this moment in time when it deals with the younger generation, when it deals with those out there who are a part of the entertainment industry. You have a lot of things that will be stated and put directly out there to view for clicks, right? In order to get those views and to generate a topic and so on and so on and so on. And a lot of times I'll sit up there and tell people that, hey, everything is not for the internet. Everybody does not need to know every single thing, right? You don't need to sit up there and tell people certain things that are taking place behind closed doors. Case in point, Aiden Ross sleeping directly with Sexy Red. There was no reason to specifically state that. But then on top of that, there was no reason for Sexy Red to decide to come out on social media. This is like literally a tweet directly from her Twitter. And she was like, you paid me to take your virginity, and I did just that next. Nobody asked for confirmation. Like, this is very easily, like, the situation was already bad. On one hand, you got two guys basically, in a sense, gossiping, right, about, what's taking place, right? It's one thing in a sense to talk about this amongst each other and, y'all may be sharing a drink or whatnot or whatever, like most people just so happen to do, just have conversations about stuff, right? But you're not doing that. You're doing this directly for the whole world to hear and see, right? And the other thing as well is, again, one side is already bad enough. You come through as the woman and you decide to basically agree on what it is. We'll try to basically reword what it is, which made it worse. It was already enough that he was like, yeah, I said if that was what Sexy Red, I just got to let the world know, right? And, I'm going to put this. I feel as though, in a sense, it's going to seem like I'm trying to defend. In a sense, it seems as though, going by the narrative that Sexy Red basically stated, he's a virgin, so he's ecstatic. He's happy to basically, let the world know, like, hey, I'm no longer, this virgin, this or whatnot. Like, I finally actually, and for a lot of young dudes out here, that is, something that guys in a sense do talk about. Guys are like, yo, I'm proud. I'm happy. I'm stacked. I'm officially, in a sense, a man now, right? But again, it just, the optics, it is not the best optics, in the world when it comes to this. And again, going back to Sexy Red, it's like, all right, it did happen. You said the innocent to happen. You tried to reword it, and you were like, yeah, you paid me to do it. That just sounds so worse. Not from his side, but from hers being a woman. Because that was something that she didn't have to say. She didn't have to sit up there and say nothing. There's a lot of dudes out here online that can say that they've slept with some celebrity women before they became celebrity women. And women are not responding back to any of whatever it is that those guys just so happen, to state. But again, I just wanted to state a lot of things are for clicks and views. This is going to draw a lot of attention directly to Sexy Red. Sexy Red does not care if attention is good or bad. As long as it's attention, it is attention. So it's beneficial for her. She can get, more money. She'll get more views, more people coming directly to, all of her platforms, listening to her music. And in a sense, the same thing with Aiden Ross at the end of the day. So the main thing that I want to make as a final note is that a lot of the things that take place on social media could be an unplanned plan, meaning that you got people that would just be like, yeah, I'm just going to sit up there and spark up a conversation, say something, right? It's unplanned. You don't know exactly what's going to be said. It's not really, verbatim stated and, well written out, but something's going to be stated. But at the end of the day, it's still a plan and it's still going to take place and it's going to be beneficial for both parties. Again, Aiden Ross, he is a top streamer. Everybody pretty much knows his name. He is, a household name. Right. And then you got DJ Academics, who is there. Again, goes without saying, he is a household name, somebody who has built a name and a platform directly for himself, for the stuff that he has basically done when it deals with hip hop culture. And then you also have Sexy Red. Again, you have the main two people that are going to benefit the most from this, but you also have a third person as well, who is going to benefit from this as well. Doesn't matter how small the benefit may be, it is still a benefit at the end of the day. So again, I'm just sitting up just saying to people that you got to go through and question a lot of stuff and try to figure out, why is this specifically being placed in front of me, right? What is the actual purpose? Is it for informational purposes? Of course, it's worthless information. Or is this information worth something to somebody else that isn't me?